start today's class with the, okay, all substances dissolve in water, right? All substances, almost all substances dissolve in water. So that we can call water as universal solvent. We can call water as universal solvent. Okay, so let me ask one question to Praveen. Praveen, unmute your audio, Praveen. Praveen. Praveen, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So which is the universal solvent? Which is the universal solvent? Which is the universal solvent? Okay, who knows it? Raise your hand. Okay, I can see so many hands. Adil Shafiq, tell me, which is the universal solvent? Water. Okay, water. Water is the universal solvent. So Praveen, can I repeat the question? Praveen, are you ready? I think Praveen is facing some network issues. I will call this Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu, can you hear me? Abhimanyu, you can respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Respond. Okay. Abhimanyu. So, which is called universal solvent? Which is the universal solvent which can dissolve all substances? Okay. Chris, mute your audio. Mute your audio. Abhimanyu, this is the universal solvent. Listen properly. Now, Blesswin will help you. Blesswin, unmute and tell which is the universal solvent. Water. Okay, Abhimanyu, tell me which is the universal solvent.
Water.
Okay, what you are doing when we are discussing these all things? Anthony is always writing something. Did I say anything to write? Mutate Abhimanyu. So, now my question is, why we call water as universal solvent? Why we, 1 minute, Alim.
Ma'am,
Yes.
last class I was absent.
So what I can do? You
Because
have to see the recorded version that is also available. Okay, don't waste time. Mute it. So why we called water as universal solvent? Listen the question properly. First question, which is the universal solvent? That I got the answer, water. Now I want to get the answer of why we call water as a universal solvent. Who can say? Raise your hand. I can see. Yeah. Okay, Chinmay, tell me. This why we are calling water as a universal solvent. Yes.
Most things can dissolve in water.
Yeah, almost all substances can dissolve in water. See, that is why water is a major component in our body. You can see. See, in the digestion, water is needed, and excretion. So, water can dissolve almost all the substances. That is why it is a important solvent in the digestion. That is also important in the excretion. In the blood circulation also, water is important. Okay, water is an important part of blood circulation, digestion, excretion. That means almost all the body functions are done along with the help of this water. Why water is the major component of these all parts, these all function? Because water can mix with blood, water can mix with food, it can mixes with the waste, salt, these all things. So, what we can call water as the universal solvent. Now, you have to do an activity at your home. I will explain what you want to do. Okay, I will tell you what you want to do. Just you have in the previous classes, I have shown you how the salt dissolves in water, right? How the salt dissolved in water. In the same way, take a glass.
Yes, ma'am.
Take a glass. Take half glass of water in it. Okay, take only half glass. Then, if I am putting 1 spoon of salt in it, if I put 1 spoon of salt in that half glass water, what will happen? Madhav, what will happen to that salt? Yes, if I am adding salt, tell me.
It disappear in the water.
Okay, it will disappear. It will dissolve in water. You can't see the salt there. You agreed with that, right? You agreed with that. Okay, good. So, if I am adding a 7 or 8 spoons of salt in it, the same quantity, in the same quantity of water, half glass water, if I am adding 7 or 8 spoons of salt, Madhav, can you tell me what you can see there?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, okay, I will repeat. See, when I put 1 spoon of salt, that will dissolve in the water, right? Okay. In the same time, if I am putting 7 or 8 spoons of salt in the same quantity of water, what you can see in that?
Salt.
Okay. See, so many are okay. Please listen, Madhav. Okay, Brightlin. What you can say about it, Brightlin? Madhav, you
Then the salt will not dissolve and it will stand up of the water.
not stand up. It
Not
will
float.
It will settle at the.
It will float down.
Okay, it will settle down at
It
the
will just
water.
Settle down at the.
Good.
It will settle down at the bottom.
Okay.
It will
So
settle down
I
at the bottom.
understood.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Ayman. Tell me.
Ma'am, like you told that if we put 1 tablespoon of salt in the half cup of water, it dissolves.
Yes.
Ma'am, so when I try to make lime juice, I put 2 tablespoons of sugar and some sugar, it didn't dissolve.
Okay, I will tell you. That is what I am going to explain. Okay, mute your audio. So here the case of salt and water, right? Here the case of salt and water. When we put 1 spoon, it will dissolve. But when we put more salt, it won't dissolve completely. The salt which we had put in that, it won't get dissolved completely. See, the same quantity of water is same. That water can dissolve only some quantity of salt. Okay, if we are adding more salt, that quantity of water can't take up that salt. So the excess salt, it will fall itself like insoluble salt. We can see it at the bottom of the glass. I will explain. When we put some quantity of salt, that quantity of water can dissolve it. But when we are adding more and more solute, water has a capacity to dissolve some quantity of the solute. Okay, if we are adding more solute, it won't dissolve. It will fall it will settle down at the bottom of the glass as undissolved. Is it okay? Point is clear?
Ma'am, so salt is
Yes,
insoluble.
1 minute. Anthony, what is your doubt?
Ma'am, so salt is insoluble, soluble substance.
No, Salt is a soluble substance. But yeah, so I will explain. So when I told some salt, if we are adding more salt to water, so water can't take all the salt.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
can dissolve some quantity of the salt only. Okay, it cannot take up any more salt. That extra salt will fall as undissolved. But if we are adding some more water, the undissolved salt also can dissolve. Okay, if we are adding some more water to that undissolved salt or to that water, the excess salt that also will dissolve in the water because we had added some more water. That
Yes,
water
ma'am.
can dissolve this salt. Is it clear,
Yes, ma'am.
Anthony, now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So,
Yes, ma'am, it's
Gautam,
clear.
what you want to ask? Anthony, mute your audio. Gautam, what you want to ask?
And when we mix that salt with the spoon, that will also set down, or some salt will.
Yes. Because in the first case, right? In the second case, right? So that water has a capacity to dissolve some quantity of the solute.
Okay, ma'am.
If it is dissolved, after that, if again we are adding water gets filled with the salt and it cannot take up any more salt. That is why the excess salt
Excuse me, ma'am.
is as undissolved. Yes, I meant
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, so what will happen if we put an egg into a water?
if we put egg in the water, so
Yes, ma'am.
in the salt
Ma'am, will the
water,
yellow thing mix?
the yellow thing will mix. That we want to check it. Okay, I want to check that one.
And when
Okay,
we
I
mix
can't.
with the spoon only, it will
Okay,
become.
ma'am.
Yes. It will mix with. Okay, if
It
we are
will mix,
mixing it
ma'am.
with it will, when we are mixing with water and salt using a this one spoon, it will surely mix. Okay.
Ma'am, is that substance is like
Okay, ma'am.
oil?
Okay, is it clear, Ayman? Now is it clear?
Yes,
Is it
ma'am.
clear? That is why you can make omelets
Yes,
and all.
ma'am.
Right? Okay.
ma'am.
Any other doubts? I think it's clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am.
So this one, in the case
Yes, ma'am.
of sugar also the same thing. Okay. Instead of salt, if we are using sugar, one spoon of sugar can dissolve in some quantity of water. But if we are adding more sugar to the same quantity of water, some sugar will settle down as undissolved. How can we dissolve that sugar also? How can we dissolve that excess sugar?
We should use more water.
By adding more water.
Okay.
By adding some more water.
Okay, if we are adding some more water to it, the undissolved sugar also can dissolve in the extra water. Okay, see, I think when you are preparing first time this lime juice and all, you have to do these all things, right? Huh? You may be testing these all things. So, do it, try it at your home. Okay, don't waste sugar so much. Otherwise, your parents will scold me. Okay, so make it, prepare it. And next one, we told water as a universal solvent. I meant please mute it. Water as a universal solvent. Okay, so if I am putting some oil in water, can it dissolve? Can it dissolve? Alim. I want the answer from Alim. Don't give the answer, okay? Alim, unmute your audio. Let me see whether are you.
Can you say the question one more time?
Oh yes, sure. I will repeat because I know you are not paying attention to the class. I will repeat the question. Okay. See, when we are adding oil or butter or ghee in water, will it dissolve?
No,
Will
ma'am.
it dissolve? No. How can you know? How can you tell? You are sure.
No, I had put butter in the water. It's not dissolved.
Okay, you did some experiments. Okay, Alim did some experiment by mixing water and butter, and it does not dissolve. Okay, so practical knowledge is there for Alim. That is why I called Alim. Okay, see, Alim, one more question. One more question. See, we are calling water as universal solvent. That means it dissolves everything. So why it is not dissolving this butter or this ghee or this oil? Why?
Ma'am, you told the class test today.
Okay, Angelina, wait. Okay, okay. See, can you tell me the reason, Alim? No. See, even though we are calling water as universal solvent, there are some substances there that do not dissolve in water, like oil, like butter, ghee, kerosene, petrol. These all are insoluble. They will float over the water. And one more thing is there, paints. Okay, if paint workers are there at your home, they may ask kerosene for washing their paint brushes. Am I right? Have you heard?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
They will ask some kerosene for
Yes, ma'am.
turpentine also. If we are giving them for painting the whole house, they will tell us to bring some turpentine. Okay. If something only are there, they will ask kerosene from us, right?
So
Why they can't wash with water? Why they are using this kerosene?
Because the paint will not go with water.
Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute. I will give. Okay, 1 minute. I will ask to Dia. Dia, can you tell me why the paint workers are not washing their paint brushes using what? Only Dia. Okay, no mass answering. Okay, Dia, what do you know about it? Tell me. Dia.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, we can't the paint we can't wash with water.
Why? That is why my question. Why we can't wash the paint brushes by using water? Why? One main point is there. I will ask to Gautam. Okay, Dia, mute it and Gautam, tell me why they are not washing their paint brushes using water. They may ask kerosene or sometimes turpentine for this.
Ma'am, when the
Gautam. Yes,
ma'am, when
Gautam.
we do and finish the paint, sometimes the paint dry. So when we wash with the water, it does not wash. It does not clean.
Is this the answer? Is this
No,
the answer? Okay, Agni, Gautam, please listen. Agni wants to say something.
Some paints will not dissolve in water.
Yeah, we told like oil, butter.
enamel paints does not.
Okay. So, some like oil, butter, ghee, they like these things. Some paints will not dissolve in water. So, if they are not dissolving in water, how can the workers can clean the paintbrush and their drums and all? But this paint can dissolve in kerosene. Okay, these paints can dissolve in kerosene or in turpentine. Turpentine is another solvent. Okay, so you learned about solvent and also you can understand.
Turpentine.
Turpentine is also a solvent like water, like kerosene. Okay, so this is a chemical in which paint can dissolve.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay. Yes,
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you told that, ma'am, if paint become on our hand, we'll use turpentine to wash it.
Okay. not only turpentine, you can take some kerosene and also you can wash. If we are
Ma'am, but
using, yes, yes, I am.
ma'am, ma'am, when I will do some bottle arts, I will use acrylic paint, ma'am, and it will become on my hands, and it's, ma'am, and I can wash it with water also.
Okay, that is acrylic paints, right? See, fabric
ma'am.
paints. Dear students, mute your audio. Everybody. Tanya, mute it first. So, Angelina also. Okay, see here, this one, acrylic paints and fabric paints. These all can dissolve in water. For diluting the fabric paints, we can use water. They are soluble in water. But the paints which we are using for painting our house or some buildings, that won't dissolve in water. Okay, so for that we want this kerosene or another salt. Got it?
Ma'am, can oil dissolve in can oil dissolve paint?
Who
Can
is
paint
asking this?
dissolve in Anandesh?
Okay, what is your doubt?
Can paint dissolve in oil? Oil.
Okay, oil can dissolve in, yes, oil can dissolve because oil is a constant of component in this one, paint. Okay, so these all are related to the solubility of substances in water. And one more thing, yes, somebody asked.
It's Richard.
Okay, Richard, tell me. What
I
is your
have a doubt that some paintbrushes are made of squirrel's tails.
Okay, maybe. Yes, yes. See, it is not about the paint brush. It is about the paint and the solvent. Okay. Anything we can use it as a paint brush. That is not the problem. But here, whether the paints are soluble or not. See, nowadays in the television, we can see some advertisement using some
And spray paint.
okay. Say that we can use it water also for diluting, right? Some advertisements are there in the television. So nowadays they are preparing some paints that can be dissolved in water also.
Ma'am, is that Polish advertisement?
Polish, yes, it is Polish. Yeah, I'm remembering now.
Sheila.
Shellac polish. Okay. Before that,
Ma'am,
yes.
ma'am, is that kerosene is like oil? Will it mix with water?
It will not mix with water. It is insoluble. Kerosene is insoluble in water. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Kerosene in the
Oil and kerosene will mix.
yes. See, in the last year, you had learned fossil fuels. Are you remembering that one, fossil fuels?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
When I taught you that lesson, I told this kerosene is a part of fossil fuel. Are you remembering that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I couldn't.
See this, I think I hope your doubts all are clear about it.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
one more thing I want to tell. See, you might have seen your mother giving oil or greased stained clothes for dry clean. For dry clean. Have you ever visited a dry
Yes,
clean?
ma'am. Dry cleaning.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Here, 1 minute. See, if you have any doubt, you can raise your hand and I will give the chance. Mute your audio. Everybody mute it. Okay. So here I am giving an assignment. You have Bharadwaj, mute your audio. See, here I am giving an assignment. You have to find out why we are giving some oil stained clothes in dry cleaning centers. Okay, next class we can discuss about it. Everybody have to check it. Okay, it is now the time to wind up.
And why the oil?
Oil stained clothes.
Yes, ma'am.
Stain, you know. Oil stained clothes why we are giving it in dry cleaning center.
Okay, ma'am.
So now, next period, next class. Yes, who's calling?
Ma'am,
Alim, what? What do you want, Alim?
Whitener dissolved in water.
White?
Whitener.
White mark.
Whitener.
Okay, it's not clear. It's breaking. Something is.
Ma'am,
Alim is telling whitener.
Whitener.
ma'am, did whitener dissolve in
Also
water?
a whitener is same thing.
Ma'am, should we write this in a A4 sheet?
No. We will discuss it. Bye. Now, bye.